Alright, hopefully you can see me. Can you see me? I think you can. Christ, I think you can definitely see me. Okay, so it's been like, what, 200 hours since I've taken a shower? I'm kidding, but okay. So this is not a handheld bomb. I don't plan to terrorize my president. Oh, that's right, I don't have one because, you know, the last one got impeached. The one before that didn't get impeached, but the one before that one got impeached, so, yeah. Anyway, I've been working on my bomb. It's not a... I've been working on my curling broom. And I've managed to make, you know, just a few iterations. One. Yeah, just a few. Jesus. Look, I like what I do. I like my job, but I hate this part. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Come on, man. Like, look at this. Do you know how long this takes to print? And you know, for what? For this. For these little gaps in here. You even see it? No. But I have to worry about it. But now, we got it down, so hear that? The button now works. Yeah. Yeah. That's what you get for trading your shower time with... hands-on time with the robots. Anyway. Now, I just wanted to film this scene. Not this scene, but film this historical moment where I put the bomb together. I call this a bomb because that's literally what it looks like. I bought some sleeves for these. Do you know what cable sleeves are? They're basically like these rubbery... Yeah, they're like rubbery covers for all of your cables. I'm pretty sure you can't see that, so I'll scoot down a bit so you can see. So, like, right now, all my cables are, you know, every shade of the rainbow. But if you put a sleeve on it, it becomes way cleaner, and it only becomes, like, one shade of the rainbow. That's what the sleeve does. What am I doing right now? Well, firstly, the biggest reason I'm doing this is I want to see if I can fit this inside here, because if I can... Oh, crap. Okay, and the answer is no, because the button's way too thick. So this is the button pin, guys. It's really small, and it's an absolute pain to print, because it will not print without brims. If it doesn't have... Oh, Jesus. And it's also an incredible pain, because I lose it every 3 seconds. Come on, man, like, work. Okay, I see the problem. You're literally the problem. Okay, now we have another problem. It's not as big, but it's called I need to glue this thing to the plastic part if I want it to work. Which is not a big problem. It's just super annoying. Does this thing fit? No, the button's too thick. Oh, it does! See? Come on. See? It fits. Oh my God! Oh! Oh, that's too beautiful. You will not believe how long that takes. See? And then we have the opposite end here. Hanging out like this. All the wires. Now, I do need a way to make these things quiet, but I think I can do that do the trick with a bit of tape. But see that? See the glorious carbon fiber? That took a fortune. I don't know, this guy wanted some, my client wanted a not supreme, but an expensive look. So this is what I suggested. Carbon fiber with its grooves shown on the outside like this. This looks very, very expensive, because it is. Now this is the end cap that I've designed. By the way, this is not only for the circuitry, it's also for the batteries. Batteries go in here. Where the Jesus is my second battery? Batteries go in here, like that. And then this part is obviously going to have a spring later on. But this thing is rolling, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So this end cap works, but it works when it wants to, which is kind of a problem. But, ta-da, and look at the fit. Okay, that fit's actually not that good, but if this is because I printed it in this orientation. If I print it like this, okay, so here's the ups and downs. If I print it like this, the supports on this part get absolutely mangled. You see? And the problem there is, well, no. If I print it like this, the problem is, yeah, the supports here get mangled. And the problem with that is you get like this big seam here, which is very visible. But the upside is you don't have rotten supports here like you see on this thing. And so you have clean, sleek seams when you view it from this angle, which that's a big upside. Whereas if you print it the opposite way, you basically flip those, advantages. And the button stays in. That is actually surprising. I do not love myself. I do love myself, but no. I love my engineering. Okay. So that's actually a huge win. And this part's done. It actually is. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna print these and we're gonna be done. We're gonna be done for the day. Finally, I can be done with this. Look, I really love this project. This is one of my favorite projects. It's way better than the Hurdle because, well, it's cooler. The Hurdle is also a really cool project, but I like that one more because I've been working on it for a way longer time now. But still, that does not change the fact that that's an absolute pain to work on. Where's the other stuff that I want to show you? Okay, so a couple of interesting iterations. This was version 1. I'd like to show you how snugly the lid or the cap fits in, so just a second. I am actually surprised at how well Bamboo designs their products. I plan to buy an H2D, later this year. Look, see? These are printed screws. Firstly, yeah, they need. Okay, this one doesn't work because it's actually not up to dimensions. This one's an M24. This one's an M25. There's a noticeable difference. Okay, no, this is actually not an M. Actually, it's some other. Oh crap! It's some other inch. Bald eagles per hamburger metric. But this one works perfectly. Look. Can you see the seam? Well, you can. Can you see the seam? You can barely see the seam. This looks super clean. Right? And that's what I want it to do, but then this seam is super dirty, as you can see, and that's really... Come on, man. I want the best of both worlds, but that's really not proving to be easy. Word in the street is I'm making it easy. Okay, that aside, this is another slightly difficult. Honestly, once I had all the coding and the soldering done, this project was easy. But still, that does not mean that it was not time consuming, as you can see. So many iterations, especially this one. If this hadn't printed in this filament, I could have printed another different colored broom head. But no, it had to print in this colorway because, Jesus Christ if I know. Come on, man, you suck. Like, this was gonna be a broom head. This was like my last roll. The last part of my last roll. Anyway, so this is how the electronics fit in. There's 2 electronics that go into the broom head. And it is also way small. Oh, Jesus. It's also... By the way, I'm not religious. It's also way smaller than the original one. So this is how big the original one was. As you can see, it is a chonker. In comparison, this is the newer version, which I modeled after the existing curling brooms. And firstly, it's way lighter, it's way smaller, and it's also way thinner, as you can... Opposite side. As you can see, it is also way thinner. This is only half. Okay, there's a whole upper world, but it's already thinner. Now, yeah, so I was actually, really satisfied with how the original one turned out, but I'm even more satisfied with how this one's going. I'm pretty sure I can film a finished project log once we're done. But until then, I want to explain how all of these components fit in. Firstly, I think it's going to be better if we use this. Yeah. So there's this joint cutout, obviously, as you can see. That's the hole right there. But in between, there are also wire holes cut out here and here, so on either side. And those wire holes lead down here. So, okay, that might not be apparent or obvious how those work. So here's a bit of a visual aid. So this is the MPU 6050 unit. I only welded up on four soldering pins. So yeah, so we have one here, and then this is obviously the 74HC495, I think that's its name, module. This is the FND 4-number display, and it fits snugly. Oh my god, that fit is fantastic. You know why? Because I designed it. So am I being too narcissistic? I don't care. But yeah, okay, so this is actually not what I want. This is actually not all that I want to show you. There's actually two more things I'd like to show you, so just wait. War in the Street is making it easy. I've been listening to that song way too many times. Ta-da! See, this yellow was supposed to be this, but it gone ahead and printed itself red. So, see, this is a very clean new colorway that I've developed. I bought this chain, ice on my wrists, not ice, plastic on my wrists, color palette, plastic palette from PLABS, and I was going through their manual, and I was like, ooh, fancy, this would go really well with black. So I bought it, and in my opinion, this is very clean. I think any bright color pairs really well with black. I think this would pair really well with black. I have bought this one, and I'm trying this color out with black. This is like a really laid back mint green, which I love. So we're trying that out. Yeah. Oh, wow. I actually really like how this looks. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I still do need to work on the joints, but we already did that once, so we know how that's gonna go. Yeah. So I'm just gonna print this thing again, print the button, glue everything up, solder everything on, and we're done. Wow. We're done. Anyway, ice on my wrists. Bye-bye. Okay. Before you go, let me show you something. Some things. These are my CAD models that I have for this. And working on this, it was actually really fun. I really like this project. More so because it's really my first project, and also, it taught me a lot of things. Less so, but still, I like this project because it is actually a really cool project in and of itself. Like, no, not this one. Yeah. See, like, I really like doing CAD. Yeah, but anyway, that's it.